Hello, hello. Coming back with another video not too long after my last one. So I just wanted to clarify a few things quickly here. I think another important aspect with regards to doing a feedback loop for the coding agents is to ensure that they always update their to-dos themselves and that they always proceed to apply whatever those reminders are along with that. So the kind of memory injection as well as the updating of to-dos is really important. When I say memory injections, just like the priorities, things to always remember. And we can see right over here, this has completed. Of course, you don't want these things running forever, so you want to also have them set realistic goals that they can converge on. You don't want to coax them into just running forever for sure. So let me just see right here. I have what am I missing? A comma or something? I don't know why that's actually even red. It might not even be. It might just be the cache for the TypeScript. But anyhow, let me go ahead and instruct this system on a top level goal so you can see what happens. I'm going to have it, um, I don't think I've logged into NPM with this. It might actually prompt me to do that. Um, or have I? Let me actually not do that. I was going to have it actually run the tests and then publish the npm packages. But let's just have it, yeah, just run, just run. I'll just say run all tests. And, well, actually, I even have, I just called it activate excellence. So activate excellence, let me just talk about that. Activate excellence is something that I've kind of scripted in here, and it's essentially like a top level script that will just do routine checks. Basically just runs all this is a mono repo, just get a little bit deeper. This is a mono repo, so it has a couple, it's overseeing a couple NPM packages as well as some demos. Well, right now, actually one demo. So it's really like three things that it's overseeing at a certain high level. And then with each of those three things, it's overseeing the typing, the linting, and the tests running. And it could also then get into managing and publishing the NPM packages under certain situations. Like you don't want to publish the NPM package like multiple times a day or anything like that. Typically, you want to have some criteria. And I haven't quite decided on what that's going to be. But I'm definitely going to go there. But if I just go activate excellence, you'll see kind of how that can just get this agent off and running. It's going to have to summarize. This is in a really long chat thread. So if you haven't already kind of updated to Cursor or ran it recently, I like this feature where rather than having to consistently create new chats, it will just, once it reaches the token limit, it will just go back and do a summarization and kind of inject that and start that as the beginnings of a new section within the same thread. So that's what it's doing right now. It does take a little bit, to be honest, in terms of time to get that chat summarized. But while it's doing that, I can tell you a little bit more. So I look at this activate excellence script. See that this system activate excellence, and there it goes. It's essentially kicking everything off. It's like we have our little morning meeting, we have our little stand up and we cheer each other on. And upon cheering each other on, we essentially do our kind of level headed best to uh, attain excellence with whatever we're doing on our to do list. And that's pretty much what it's doing right now. So it's going through after getting that kind of cheer, go ahead, attain excellence, activate excellence. And you can see I haven't touched it since. And it's going through these processes. Now I'm still curious if it gets off. It's up, look at it, it's running tests, it's updating the to dos. It's gonna, when I say updating to dos, it's not only taking things off, but it can add things to the to do list as well. But you have to be careful with that. You don't want to drive it to just get into some weird tangent. So that's a challenge. But in terms of high level architecture, I'm just going to jump back over here. It's obviously using Puppeteer, as I talked about before, but it's going through, and it's nice that it's all in this thread. I can just go back after a while. I can be working on another part of the same project. A lot of what I end up doing now is more architecting, and I will go back and I will read. I'm not going to let this thing run for too long, but I will go back and read what it came up with. And what I've noticed is that over the last couple months, I've become quite good at getting the agent to a point where I'm not having to go back and just redo almost everything. Uh, Now I have a lot less to attend to in that regard, and more to attend to in the general kind of automation of the agent itself. And yeah, I'm glad we're getting up to this point in using the technology, and I'll just leave it there. Look at it, it's just kind of doing its thing and not going off the rails. Knock on silicon.